For those of you who don't know, this is more of a value budget smartwatch that has a lot of the features and capabilities of the higher end smartwatches with a cheaper price. All right, had to change the color because I'm not changing my clothes. I'm shooting these all back to back to back to back. You know, different background, kind of, sort of. Today we're gonna talk about the Ticwatch Pro. This is a smartwatch. This is a value smartwatch that can somewhat hang with the flagship smartwatches such as the Galaxy Watch and somewhat of the Apple Watch. Now, if you haven't seen, I did a video prior to this one called the Galaxy Watch versus the Ticwatch Pro, a David and Goliath story. Great video, check it out, I'll link it up there. Now, today I want to talk about the review of the Ticwatch Pro after using it, living with it, and rocking with it. My name is CJ, this is CJ Knows Tech, where I love to talk tech and anything creative. So let's go. I'm gonna try to rapid fire, shoot through this. Let me breathe, let me slow down. Let's not go too fast. Now let's get into the gripes first. Let's talk about the things that aren't so great about it. Some of the things that make this not quite the flagship smartwatch in comparison to the other big dogs that cost a little bit more. Now, the first thing that I wanna say, let me pick this up. This is one little gripe I had when I opened up the package. There's no power brick with it. Brands, and apparently there's no charging brick. Okay. Now you get the charging cradle to put it in. It has a USB in, but there's no power brick. So you have to supply your own power brick. Maybe that's a part of the reason why it's so cheap. I don't know, but you know, everyone's not a tech guru, tech lover like I am. Everyone doesn't have extra power bricks laying around. They might have their only one that they use to charge their phone. They gotta have to switch cables in and out and so forth, and they can't do simultaneous charging, or they gotta go out and purchase something to charge it. So that's a hassle, that's a lack of inconvenience, and I think it would be nice if they included that in the packaging. The price might go up, but hey, I would be willing to pay a little bit more to get that, but I understand it, I get it. You're trying to market at a certain price, so you have to cut a corner at a certain area to achieve that price, possibly. I don't know, I'm making an assumption. The second thing about this is the speed. Now, it's not as snappy, it's not as punchy as other watches, say the Galaxy Watch or the Apple Watch. And I think reason being, partially, okay, I know Snapdragon, this is whatever Snapdragon this is, put it up on the screen and so forth. And I know Snapdragon has a new processor chip that's coming to the market. It's supposed to be super fast, lightning fast, and that's the future. As well as combined with Wear OS. Now, Wear OS is a project, a development in progress. That is Android's platform for the open masses to use, and that's what a lot of smartwatches, the open market of smartwatches, uses Wear OS. It's not as snappy, it's not as quick, it's not as fast. You might go to open up an app or open up something, and you might have to wait a little bit. In comparison to Tizen, which is what the Samsung uses, which is pretty fast and snappy. It's proprietary, they worked on it, they developed it. And then you got Wear OS, which is iOS on a smartwatch, and you already know how that goes. So that's something that this can improve on, but I think maybe with the latest Snapdragon processor that's soon to be released, and the latest Wear OS, and the latest design, whatever they come up with, the speed will improve. But I will say this, it never was once to the point where I'm like, yo, this smartwatch is unusable to me. I'm able to go throughout my day using it as I would any other smartwatch, getting all of my notifications and so forth, and feeling okay with it. Now let's talk about some of the good, great things about this thing. Number one, price. The price is great. In comparison to these two pricier smartwatches, this is a great entry to the market of smartwatches. If you're just trying to get into smartwatches, you're like kind of hesitant, you don't want to go drop a whole bunch of cash, hey, I think this is at $249.99, and honestly around the holidays the price is cut even lower than that, so that's an easy way to get into smartwatches, getting you a handful of what the other two offer for a lot less. So the price is A1. Another thing that is great about this is the display. The display is awesome. There's two. There's an LCD one on top of the OLED that is under. Now the LCD one on top gives you like this little chronograph, more traditional digital watch face that's always on. but it uses less of battery. And it's awesome. What I love about it is no matter what, anytime I look at my smartwatch, even when the OLED is asleep, I can see the time, the date, my steps, and whatever other information is on there at a glance without looking at just a black screen smartwatch trying to conserve as much battery as it can, hustling to do so. So I like that about it. And then when you go to turn it to you, you get the boom, OLED goodness. Nice watch face like me. I rock the Rollies or the Breitlings or anything that looks good and classic and swagful. So I get my swagful face, boom. So I got a combination. It's like having two watches in one. I love that. I love that play on the mind. I just love that play with the smartwatch. Hands down, my favorite thing about this smartwatch is the dual displays. I love it. At first I was like, you know, before having the smartwatch in hand, but once I got it and I seen what it's all about, I love that about this display. Another great thing about it is the look. It has that traditional, nice, big smartwatch look, and it's at a great weight. Now, I know, yeah, they've given me gripe in my past. I don't care about y'all and what y'all think. Yes, the weight of a watch matters to me. I'm an active individual. Maybe you're not. But when you're very active and you're moving around and you're ripping and running and doing a lot, the less weight you have on you, the more active you can be. I feel like that. I don't know. It could be a mental thing and so forth. And you know, yeah. They was talking about I need to hit the waist. You know, they trying to shoot on me. You know what I mean? Relax. And that about all in all wraps up what this smartwatch has to offer and what I think about it. I told you my gripes with it, and I told you what I like about it. Make your decision from there if you can. If you own this smartwatch, help someone out, hit the comment section below. If you got any questions about the smartwatch, hit the comment section below. Regardless, above all, hit the comment section below. And also smash that sub button if you haven't, baby. I'm trying to hit 20K before the year is over. Let's do it, let's go. My name is CJ, this is CJ Knows Tech, where I let it talk tech and anything creative. This is my initial review and impressions of the Mobvoi Ticwatch Pro. All right, I'm out.